A new experiment in GTA 5? Today we're going to see how far cars can make it through the meat grinders. And each time they get bigger and bigger, all the way up to a giant meat grinder big enough to fit the entire GTA 5 map. Watch the video till the end, leave a like, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss new experiments.
Hi guys! As always, your favorite little penguin Koki is here with you.
And today we have a new experiment where we'll find out which car can make it all the way to the finish line through the dangerous meat grinders. And for today's exciting experiment, I've carefully prepared the most unusual and diverse collection of vehicles made up of powerful monster trucks. It starts with the smallest cars in the world and ends with the most gigantic monster truck, the Lamba. So make sure to watch until the end to find out which of these cars will make it to the finish. And of course, write in the comments which monster truck you think will make it all the way to the end. Well, I suggest we start with the smallest car for today. It's a go-kart, yes, a real, regular, everyday go-kart. By the way, it's really incredibly fast. And just look at this. Oh, wow. This looks really scary. We need to fly over these spinning meat grinders. All right, the first level looks pretty simple. Oops, stop. But that's it. At least it didn't get completely shredded. Well, almost completely shredded. What's up with the car anyway? I think we might have actually broken it. At least the game itself didn't get shredded. So let's go ahead and test the next one. Okay, let's go test the next car. Although, honestly, you can't even really call these things cars. This is basically a wheelchair with a turbo booster attached. And wait, what kind of tricks are these supposed to be? I've never done anything like this before in my entire life. I definitely wasn't planning on doing a flip in a wheelchair. Alright, the second level is actually huge. And look, if the first level was small, this one definitely isn't. I almost fell. Wow, just look at how massive it is. I think a bus could fit in here, or even a train. And we are trying to get through all this in a wheelchair. Well, okay, maybe we can do it because we have turbo boost. Woohoo! Perfect. Oops, police U-turn. I certainly didn't think riding in a wheelchair with 2 turbo boosters would be so funny. We do some tricks, but it's just plain crazy. Okay, let's go. 5th level. Woohoo! Even without a turbo booster, we are real. I feel like I'm on a skateboard, like I'm skating, and not in a wheelchair. All right, let's just keep on going because right ahead of us are the absolute biggest acceleration levels yet. There's no way I'll make it. Guys, I'm completely and utterly done for. That's it. It's absolutely and entirely all over. I'm just about to be split completely in 2. Okay, I've come up with a strategy, guys. Taking off, let's go. No, I've got a problem. Guys, I think I'm done for. No! All right, let's now move on to some much bigger and more substantial cars. Now, these are real supercars. Ferraris, Porsches, they look amazing, and I'm sure they should make it to the finish. The only downside is the suspension is really low. But I think thanks to the speed, we'll fly perfectly all the way to the finish. If you believe in this Ferrari, make sure to hit the like button because I think this car is 100% going to make it to the finish. Come on, let's speed up. Well, if a wheelchair made it, then the Ferrari is 100% going to make it. Well, actually, the hood is already gone. That's a shame, but oh well. Wow, this grinder is huge. We're going full speed, 400 kilometers per hour in this Ferrari. I'm sure we can do it. Damn, why is this incredibly massive grinder so imposing? I absolutely can't make it, guys. I desperately need another 100 kilometers per hour of speed to even stand a chance. It's just utterly impossible to overcome this obstacle. Wait, I have an idea. And I just won't go down. I'll go upstairs. Look, we're just going to climb up and find ourselves at the finish line. What? Was that possible? Seriously? Wait. Stop. I don't believe... Are we really just going to get to the finish line and that's it? Or we won't get there? I don't think we're really going to make it. Yeah. That ramp is at a 90-degree angle and I'm flying down at full speed. I've got an idea, guys. This ramp is so gigantic that I think I can just... Oh, problems! I've got real problems! No! Alright, I truly believe the only car that can confidently handle this demanding experiment is the magnificent Porsche 911 Turbo S. It is exceptionally fast, undoubtedly one of the most remarkably cool cars out there. It boasts an absolutely stunning appearance, and it is extraordinarily quick. Just look at those wide tires. This car is also fully tuned, so I'm pretty sure there's a 99% chance it'll make it to the finish, if not 100. So, let's go for maximum acceleration. Wow. By the way, did you know what those boats on top are for? They're not actually for carrying boats. That's not what they're for. Do you know what they're for? It's a trunk, an extra storage compartment. Because it's a supercar and you can only fit, well, at most, one small suitcase in it. So these attachments on top are used to carry extra stuff. But not boats. No, they don't carry boats up there, got it? Wow, hold on. I think we nailed it perfectly. This experiment. Even 2 of those meat grinders would have flown through perfectly. And they almost flew past the finish line. See, I told you, this car would handle the experiment perfectly. Congratulations if you wrote it in the comments. You'll get a heart from me. Well, we're off to get the next car. And in the meantime, we're slowly moving on to giant cars. These are SUVs, G-Wagons, and armored vehicles. And next up, we have real monster trucks. But I think the G-Wagon will handle this pretty well. Considering the experiment and the fact that it's long, I think we can just stand across like this. And, well, yeah, we almost won't fall. But of course, I'm not actually going to test that, although... Well, like I said, it works, but now I truly don't know how to get out. Okay, let's try this again. I think it's pretty reasonable to give this impressive G-Wagon a second chance, especially considering just how incredibly fast it actually is. This is the powerful 63 G-Wagon, and even though it's a luxurious limousine, it's still really, really fast. Do you know how it growls in real life? So now we're going to accelerate to the max and try to reach the finish line. I think it's going to handle it perfectly. We just flew through level 6 in the blink of an eye. And here, it's 500, almost 600 kilometers per hour. I feel like this meat grinder isn't even scary for us at all. Are we flying through the finish line? Seriously? Wait, what?
Helicopter, helicopter.
Of all the many things in this world, I most definitely never expected that to happen. Well, alright, at least that's one more winner. But now we absolutely know that to get through the biggest and most challenging meat grinder, we truly need 500 kilometers per hour. So let's see if this armored vehicle can handle it. I don't really think so. It looks really cool and impressive. It has 2 powerful miniguns and another one positioned on top. But it's an armored vehicle. It's not built for speed. It's made to withstand all sorts of shots, RPGs, explosions, and so on. But definitely not to fly over meat grinders. Although, who truly knows, perhaps it can even effectively withstand the most powerful meat grinder and simply will not break at all. And we'll just get stuck there like a rock, you know? We'll find out soon enough, so let's pick up maximum speed for now. While I was saying all this, we've already flown through 5 whole levels, but the 6th one, I think that's just impossible. Yeah, it's just too gigantic, and we're flying straight into the meat grinder, or... No, wait, hold on, I can't stop. Guys, I'm in trouble, I'm really in trouble, it's way too heavy. No, that's it for me, I'm done for. Wait, was that actually possible? Alright guys, I saved myself, now this armored vehicle is definitely going to survive. Alright, that's it. Let's leave it here and go get the next car. Okay, now seriously, jokes aside. Our monster trucks have truly become absolutely enormous. Just take a moment to look at this incredible monster truck with its formidable spiked wheels. So instead of regular wheels like all the other monster trucks, this one has spiked wheels. I don't really know how that's going to help us in this experiment. It's not like we're in a zombie apocalypse or anything, but still, maybe it'll accelerate faster because of that. Or maybe it'll be slower. Who knows? Let's go test it out. But I have a feeling that today, at the very least, 3 monster trucks will make it to the finish line. Make sure to check and watch the video until the end. And of course, we'll check all of this. And most importantly, write in the comments which cars we could test in this experiment against such a giant grinder. Because monster trucks, in my opinion, aren't doing so well. And it's flying down. I think it's done for. Come on, no. That's it, it's been chewed up. Chewed up, that's it. Oh no. It looks like it's trying to climb out. Guys, I figured out why we need spikes. So we can resist and not get chewed up. No! Well, okay, if the spikes didn't help, the fist will. Now, if we just take it and hit the center of this meat grinder with the fist, everything will be perfect. It's all jokes, but do you know what this monster truck can do? It can jump. Of course, it's insanely heavy, but at least this truly massive monster truck can jump. And that's absolutely, that should 100% help us get through all the challenges. All that's left is to pick up speed and fly over the biggest meat grinders. Honestly, I don't even pay attention to them anymore. These ones are way too easy. I mean, what is this even? Seriously, it's just ridiculously easy. Any car could handle it. Well, almost. Alright, let's go. Now let's get up to maximum speed and try to fly through the 6th level. Come on. we've got a bit of a problem. Because we've got this truly enormous fist with a powerful battering ram, it unfortunately gets caught, and that's precisely why we barely managed to make it through. Okay, final jump. I don't think we're going to make it because, see, there are sparks flying over there. It's really bad. It's honestly really bad. We got up to about 300 kilometers per hour. It's actually kind of ridiculous. We didn't even make it to the center, and here, well, it's 100% certain that this grinder is going to eat us up. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Lightning McQueen. This monster truck absolutely has to make it to the finish line. I know, I watched Lightning McQueen when I was a kid. Super fast car. If you watched it too, you definitely owe a like. Okay, whoa. Well, yeah, a little accident. Right from the very start. I suggest we do a challenge. Get through the meat grinders without using the brakes. Don't break it all, easy. That was really dangerous. That was really quite risky, but we successfully made it. Good, let's keep going forward. Whoa, absolutely perfect. No, this particular car is truly perfect. Super incredibly fast. I'm quite sure we'll definitely make it to the finish line in this one. Though, honestly speaking, it does tend to drift a little bit because it's so incredibly fast, but that's perfectly fine. Let's speed up even more. Come on, it's gonna make it. I really think so. Come on. Yes, it actually made it. Absolutely awesome, just by a mere hair. But we did it, and now there's only the last meat grinder left. Let's go. 500 kilometers per hour. That's enough. Come on. Please. Lightning McQueen, I believe in you. We have to. Make it. Seriously? 500 kilometers. It was enough just now. Why isn't it currently working at this very moment? Perhaps it's because the incredibly massive monster trucks are exceptionally heavy. Looks like it, but hey, I didn't fall into the meat grinder. It's so huge that we can just save ourselves and stop right here. Whoa, perfect. That's it, a perfect parking job. Let's keep going. Wow, it's not really a water experiment, but we still have a Megalodon monster truck. It looks really cool. If there's one thing I love, it's all these cool paint jobs. Monster trucks are awesome for that. These are probably the most unusual cars you'll ever see in your life. Like, when would you ever see a shark like this driving on wheels through the middle of the city, for example? By the way, I wonder, can you actually drive monster trucks around the city? I don't think you can. Well, if you know, let me know in the comments. Okay, let's keep going. We only have 2 levels left, and I think this monster truck is even a little bit faster than McQueen. Come on, there we go. Perfect. Come on. Okay, everything's great. Now, let's go full speed and try to fly over the biggest meat grinder. We realized that for monster trucks, you need a lot more speed than 500 kilometers per hour. I think even 700 kilometers per hour wouldn't be nearly enough to escape this dire situation. But anyway, we're rapidly falling down, and I think that's pretty much it for us. Yeah, now we're just... Oh. Okay, we crashed. We got lucky. Meanwhile, we currently have only 5 cars remaining, and quite often, I'm not entirely sure if we'll truly be able to successfully complete this challenging task or not, but I genuinely hope so, because this absolutely enormous monster truck dog also looks incredibly intimidating, and hopefully it will prove to be just as fiercely powerful. We should be able to reach the finish line, but it's really fast. For some reason, this monster truck is actually super incredibly fast. I think the chances of making it to the finish line are about 90%. Okay, let's go. Let's hit top speed. Perfect. Yeah, it's flying really cool. The most important thing is that nothing gets in our way now. And to make sure nothing gets in our way, go ahead and smash that like button right now. 650 kilometers per hour. Let's check now if this incredible speed is enough to make it to the finish. It's not enough. Seriously? How much? Do we need 1,000? I think monster trucks, they can't accelerate to 1,000 kilometers per hour. That's impossible. Well, okay, at least we can just drive around like this. Oops, do a little drifting. That's what I love about the biggest saw. Ah, it's a meat grinder. That's it, I'm done for. Let's leave this car here. I think it'll be perfect. We can, oh, perfect parking. But where am I going? Not there. I shouldn't go there. No. I really, truly shouldn't have done that, but okay. And what exactly is this? Some kind of really cool rocker? There was a very cool trend, indeed. I really like these kinds of monster truck paint jobs. They look so cool. So, look. Shop, rocker, it's not really clear what it is, but the mole has a rocker hairstyle. Alright, let's check if this monster truck turns out to be faster or not. But I truly think, please, at the very least, one powerful monster truck should absolutely make it all the way to the finish line today. Because I think the most ideal cars for this experiment are probably some kind of supercars. Supercars that preferably also have some unusual off-road suspension. Those particular vehicles should be absolutely perfect for this challenging endeavor, although the massive monster truck is actually handling it remarkably well too. All we truly need to do now is pick up maximum possible speed. Come on, 650, 670. Now that was much faster. Come on. We can definitely do this. In the very middle, he just starts flying dramatically down because he's apparently far too heavy. That's it, damn. Okay, fine. We still have 3 cars left. I hope at least one of them just has to make it to the finish line. But for now, goodbye, monster truck. There. Well, these monster trucks have to reach the finish line today. For example, this incredibly luxurious limousine, which of course is significantly smaller than our absolute biggest monster truck. Man, those truly enormous wheels are absolutely huge. But wait! This is a monster limousine truck. I think we can even do this easily. Just like this, oops, drive-through. Well, we can't stand up in there, but we can drive through perfectly. I strongly suggest that we go full throttle because this powerful car has 2 engines, which inherently means it's twice as powerful. And now, what exactly should we do with this one? Okay, fine, we just need to turn around and try to pass the challenge. One more time. There we go, beautiful, stop. Whoa. Of course, it's really hard to control because it's so long, but all of that is made up for by its speed. Though it still gets caught on things. Apparently, the safety frame is too stiff and too low. And that's why we can't really accelerate quickly. But I really, truly hope that this time around we'll indeed make it. Let's go. Top speed 600. 700? 750 kilometers per hour. Come on, please. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Not even 700? 550 kilometers per hour? This speed isn't enough to pass this challenge. Ugh, that sounds really disappointing. Well, that's it, guys. We're saying goodbye to the car. Alright then, boat car, all of our hope is truly indeed on you. It looks really unusual. Have you ever seen a boat like this that can also drive? So basically, you start off driving off-road, for example, and then you just switch. Get into the boat, jump into the water, into the ocean. And off you go. And the wheels are sticking out underneath you. And at the same time, you're not afraid of sharks. Because with those wheels, I feel like they won't eat them. The boats. Okay, fine. Now, this car is actually really cool. It's flying. So I suggest we go for maximum acceleration. Yeah, guys. This particular car absolutely 100% has to make it all the way to the finish line. Really, all we truly need to do is simply jump right over. It can jump too? Seriously? Look. Just a little, but it does jump. Okay, stop. Oh no. Damn. Monster trucks are really uncontrollable, honestly. But right now, scroll down below this video. Write in the comments if you think this boat will pass the test. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new awesome experiments. 900 kilometers per hour. Yes. 100%. This boat is nailing this challenge. 1,000,000%. See, do you see that? And again, it starts falling down. So by inertia, it should have flown as far as possible. 900 kilometers per hour. Speed. But it just dropped like a stone because it's too heavy. But nevertheless, I'm really very happy about this because that's already the 3rd car I've encountered today. Perfect parking. Whoa! So what? There's only one left, the biggest Lambo. I think it should also make it to the finish line. And here comes the guest of the show. I think here you don't even need to explain anything. The biggest Lambo in the world. Look at this. I'm going to brake now. The first meat grinder? Where is it? Did it just disappear or what? I can't see it. Alright. This is honestly really funny, but this Lambo actually gets through even the 2nd meat grinder with ease. The 3rd one. Perfect. Most importantly, I'm 100% sure that we'll get through all 6 meat grinders with no problem at all. But the only question is about the very last meat grinder. Will we have enough speed? Even though this Lambo is gigantic, it's about 100 times bigger than a regular one. And accordingly, the engine is also 100 times bigger than a regular Lambo's. So let's accelerate. Go for it. Okay, looks like I've leveled out. 700 kilometers per hour. Yeah, guys, you did it. Look at how gigantic that meat grinder is. Still, the Lambo makes it to the finish perfectly and even overshoots it. Well, before it falls into the water, you can give this video a like if you enjoyed it or if it made you laugh even once. Subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss new awesome experiments just like this one with cool cars and fun stuff. And as always, it was me, your favorite penguin, and we'll see each other again. Bye-bye.